prove it before I lose it. And I'm in it for the long haul. Bars, like lifers in a long haul. Bars, my life rocking mics, I raised the bar. Phased them, dazed them, and blazed them all.
You getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it, cause you know what we got to do. Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Word up.
Come on with it.
Crazy, once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
Real cinema, the feature's a top feature. Whose favorite MC is the Bronx teacher. Flows long around hooks so the words reach you. Joe Jackson on you, Micah, beat you. Now beat it before I pull his Tito. In your ego, it's front page news, read it. My style is the barker over beats like Travis, I bark 'em. Spark 'em, overwritten flows like overflowing toilet bowls. The game is a mess. Beef ain't really over with. The only way for me to get over it is to aim at your chest. I rock with a DJ who sets the tone, plugs in 212s and a microphone, and I don't stop rocking the beats and keep rocking. As long as the streets hear heat, they keep copping, popping.
Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it, cause you know what we got to do. Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it.
Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
Word up. Salute to hip hop, MCs and DJs. Culture strong as ever. Bumpy Knuckles, DJ Premier. Salute, salute.
Broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Well, it was the Chicago Bulls in their last game, a loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. And the Bulls start out with the ball. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got Griffin. Parker out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Dang. Now here's Allen. Clock at 6.
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
And here's Anthony from the arc. Good. Anthony's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Bulls.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Fades away. Kicks it down to Middleton. Gibson against Griffin. Here's Marjanovic. Parker outside. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Holiday dishes to Anthony. Gives him the screen. Anthony drives in. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Griffin. And the whistle blows. It's going to be Tony Allen. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Left side, Griffin. 6 to shoot. Middleton on the wing. A fader. Allen with the rebound. Chicago with the ball. On deep. Cannot hit. And it's Detroit the other way. Here's Dang. And he dunks it down.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here's Holiday. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. To the paint. Swiped away. It's Parker with the drive. Here's Marjanovic. Now Middleton. Here's ball movement by Detroit. Here's Parker. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Parker's got 5 now. The wide open look here for Anthony. And the Bulls with another miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Parker drives in. And Costa Kufis picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Parker outside. Kicks to Griffin. And Gibson sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game. Parker outside. Griffin is screen on Holiday. Shot clock at 6. And Griffin slams it in.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Bulls trail by 6. And, of course, Tony Parker, so big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
Yeah, you know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
Biyombo is checked in for Costa Kufis. And a switcher also for Detroit. Olenek's checked in. Outside Anthony. Shot to end this cold run. That's good. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
And, you know, getting back to Popovich's relationship with Tony Parker, Pop made the decision to draft Parker. So he obviously saw something. But Pop's a perfectionist, and if you're going to play point guard for him, you've got to deliver consistently.
Now here's Griffin. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Chicago making some changes. Iguodala comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Tony Allen. Then for the Pistons, Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Dang. Jordan Crawford comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Livingston in for Parker. Griffin with the steal. Livingston no luck.
And talking about Tony Parker, Pop's tough love with him really paid off. He eventually became incredibly consistent, culminating with him being named the Finals MVP back in 07.
The kick out to Holiday. No good from the wing. Detroit leading by 6. Here is Livingston. He's covered by Iguodala. Outside Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling a shot clock violation. Some changes for Chicago. Stoudemire's checked in for Anthony. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Drew Holiday. Here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Stoudemire, the screen. From Iguodala.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Griffin inside. He's covered by Iguodala.
Well, you see Blake Griffin, and he is known for his huge dunks and ability to score, but he is a very well-rounded power forward. He's one of the best power forward passers in the league.
And for Griffin in his passing, often you'll see him set up teammates, Greg, for easy looks and dunks.
And with the amount of times that teams have to double-team Griffin, that's huge. I mean, even when he's not scoring due to defenses focusing on him, he can still impact the game with his passing.
And that one's good. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Livingston kicks to Crawford. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And stolen by Cephalosha. Crawford outside. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a good choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
The Bulls making a switch here. Karsov's checked in. Here's Bullock. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shot clock at 5. Over in the corner, Beverly. Iguodala setting the pick for Beverly. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And as a unit, guys, they only shot 70% from the line over the course of last season. Not the kind of percentage that they were hoping for.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
Karsov passes to Iguodala. And there's the feed to Stoudemire. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Stoudemire's got his first points of the night.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Here is Livingston. They sent the pick. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Pistons on top, leading by 9. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
They've got Reggie Bullock. Taj Gibson is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Sergei Karsov. And it's Beverly in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Bulls trailed by 9. He kicks to Karsov. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Gibson the screen. Pass to Karsov. It's tipped. Olynyk with the steal. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. The offensive rebound. Gibson with the steal. Humphries with the rebound. Detroit leading by 9.
And really the Bulls weathered a lot of injuries last season and still had a good showing in the East. Came away with the 3 seed when many thought they would sink down after missing so many games from key players.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
Beverly dishes to Bullock. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bullock's got himself on the board with 3 there. And the Bulls did end up with the 3rd seed in the East, 33 of their 50 wins last year, Clark, coming in the Eastern Conference.
But it wasn't an even distribution of those wins for the Bulls. Against their own division in the Southeast, they played 500 basketball. They got their good in-conference record from feasting on the Atlantic teams, taking 16 wins in 18 games against that division.
Biombo gets to Beverly. They set the screen. Passes it to Bullock. The long distance three is big. Bullock's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Bulls.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter. Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now, here's Olynyk. The tray. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense. And one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with a hand right in his face.
Here is Livingston. Clock at 6. And stolen by Biombo. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Kuvas checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Anthony comes in for Reggie Bullock. Owens checked in for Sergei Karasov. And it's Drew Holiday in for Patrick Beverly.
It's hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career. And I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Right side, Dang. Griffin down low. Gibson on him. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Allen. Outside Anthony. Gibson setting the pick for Anthony. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Anthony's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And guys, what do you think about the hustle steps of the Bulls?
They've come out and tackle on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half. They've gotten some blocks as well.
And Griffin slams it in.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here they go. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for it.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Taj Gibson. Jordan Crawford's checked in for Detroit. And it's Middleton penetrating. The dish to Parker. Takes it down to Middleton. No good. Excellent D there from Allen. Bulls trailed by 4. On the wing, Iguodala. Anthony against Crawford. A drive by Anthony. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run. Don't you think? Clark with the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Bulls. Just a bit of an up and down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant loss.
Chicago making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Outside Holiday. To the paint. It's tipped. One-on-one fast break. Simmons passes to Humphries. Dang dishes to Humphries. Back to Dang. Picked by Humphries. Shot clock at 6. To end the drought. And first Koufos picks up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right. Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far in Detroit.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
1:12 left for the first half. Bulls trailed by 4. Anthony pitch to Holiday. Feeds it to Bullock. Bangs on the trifecta. Bullock's got 9. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Holiday again. Sparkle. Dishes it to Griffin. Thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Bullock. Here's Gibson. Out to Anthony. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Holiday against Parker. The pass to Bullock. Detroit with the rebound.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
That foul is really going to hurt him in the second half. I mean, he's got to sit and may have to be off the floor for a long time. And they'll miss everything he brings to their team. I mean, he's active, he's aggressive, he's smart, he's tough. I mean, they're going to miss his presence significantly.
Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Anthony. From about 16. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pistons lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Anthony was playing great. He's got 13 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
On the court for the Pistons, we've got Rozier. Chris Humphries is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Jordan Crawford. And it's Simmons in at the three spot. 6 to shoot. Crawford outside. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here's Beverly. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Over in the corner, Allen. And he gets it to go from the corner. Allen's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Chicago.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him. But with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
To tie. Humphries gets the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go away.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second. Bulls trail by 3. The drive by Anthony. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Anthony's got 15. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big three to compete for a championship. And for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's really what Carmelo did. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Chicago making some changes. Stoudemire's checked in for Koufos. Diabo comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Iguodala in for Carmelo Anthony. Here's Middleton. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul.
Well, they're still early in the quarter, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
So for the Pistons, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Olynyk. Bang comes in for Cephalosha. And Parker subbed in for Sean Livingston. Outside for Griffin. Shot clock at 3. Puts it up from 17. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Griffin's got 12.
That one goes down. But offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Iguodala's drive. He feeds it to Allen. That doesn't go either for Allen. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Boston Celtics. And stolen by Biyombo. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Incredible timing in the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
Guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open. Now the offense stuffing a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Bulls have had a great rebounding team for a long time now. Last season was no different.
Yeah, so many categories to measure how well a team rebounds. The Bulls were in the top 3 in almost all of them.
Just 2 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
As for the Bulls and rebounding, I mean, they were second in the league in winning contested rebounds. That's another data analytics stat for you folks. Second overall in total rebounds, too.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Chicago. Livingston kicks to Cephalosha. The feed to Simmons. Lets it go with the 3. Cannot hit. And it's Chicago the other way.
And with the big men the Bulls have, it's easy to see why they rebound so well. But make no mistake, guards and bigs alike rebound well on this Bulls team.
Rebounded by the Pistons. Cephalosha with it. Here's Humphries. Stoudemire with the defensive effort.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Patrick Beverly. Here is Livingston. There's the bucket. Good. Livingston's got his second basket of the night. Chicago's got fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Bullock kicks to Howard. Shot off the pick. They grab their own miss. Biombo. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Here is Livingston. Gets to Olynyk. Here's Simmons. And the shot falls short this time. The Bulls leading by 4. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Holiday, no one around him. Again, Holiday missing. And guys, Drew Holiday last season was a tale of 2 halves. In the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin, over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lottery.
Pistons trailed by 7. Humphries the best to Cephalosha. Good on the shot. Cephalosha's got 6.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Holiday dishes to Iguodala. Biombo kicks to Stoudemire. Makes it off the glass. Stoudemire's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. Cephalosha passes to Olynyk. 11 feet away. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Chicago making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Anthony comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Carson in for Reggie Bullock. Here's Anthony. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Olynyk.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the Kings.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
Chicago with the ball after the basket by Detroit. Kicks it out to Gibson. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Tarasov, no luck.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pistons passing it around. Livingston, no luck.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that that's a basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Bulls. They're up by 8. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Anthony is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Allen. Then there's Kufis. And it's Holiday in the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Holiday. Following the score by Tony Parker.
And we all know Drew Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to it.
Getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot. He'd be
Punches it down.
rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Kufis with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Kufis. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And too long on the shot.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. You're lucky he couldn't punish them.
And really, last season was one of improvement for the Pistons. They were able to shoot the ball better and better as the season wore on. Overall, they cut out the little mistakes that have bothered them back in 14.
And the Bulls making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. Well, as you said, Greg, the Pistons were a team that showed marked improvement. And Clark, they did clean up their play style as well.
Yeah, they got better from 2014 to 15 in terms of upping their assists and cutting down the turnovers. Just made it a much more enjoyable game to watch the way they play.
Parker with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And here we go with Anthony running out the court. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Taj Gibson. Rebounded by Anthony.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backdoor. Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
They get it back. The Bulls leading by 13. Holiday dishes to Carmelo. And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. Anthony's got 22 points.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Outside Dang.
Parker.
There's a good screen. To the paint. Here's Marjanovic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Andre Iguodala. Chicago was as strong as they would have hoped for last season at home in the United Center. A lot of big wins for them here.
Yeah, and despite all the injuries, they go 27-14 at home, and that helped to assure them of home court in the first round of the playoffs.
Hey, watch holiday.
Biombo is checked in for Chicago. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The open shot, Anthony. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Humphries. The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
They read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as a receiver, though, he doesn't necessarily feel the need to go for that monster finish. Just the nice little silky smooth layup.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Anthony kicks to Holiday. Intercepted.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that.
Well, I like the craftiness in this game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
13 feet away. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got 26.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense. And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
You talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA grade. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Here is Livingston, covered by Anthony. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go. Allen's shot is off.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Chicago. Gibson comes in for Andre Iguodala. It's Parker with the drive. Then kicks to Parker. Shot from the wing. And he gets the jumper to drop. Parker's got it back down to single digits for the Pistons.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Allen kicks to Gibson. Stoudemire to the screen. Allen is screen on Griffin. And again, Chicago, no good. Pistons trailed by 8. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. And Lou Alvin gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Holiday kicks to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Allen. Fires from 14. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And it's Middleton penetrating. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 3-point play.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Kicks it out to Gibson. Outside Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. Middleton.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you get a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 6. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Holiday. And that's an intentional foul. And so here is Chicago. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And it's Detroit's ball.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Anthony gets to Holiday. Back to Anthony. Gibson with the screen on Middleton. 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Parker with no one around. Missed. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home